Hello, Flosstube. I'm finally back. I just checked before I started recording. It looks like I haven't done a video for 3 weeks, which I think YouTube is a little bit wrong. I think it's actually been more than 3 weeks, so I'm back. Part of the reason for the delay, I kind of lost my stitchy bug for a couple weeks. After my last video, I had a finish, and I did complete my angels, and after that I didn't stitch for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I guess I should probably put my initials on there somewhere too. I'll be framing that for myself. Magazine's already been passed on to Anne up in Canada. So yeah, I don't have that anymore, but so after that, kind of lost my stitchy bug. I'd started various small projects in the attempt to get interested in something. I'd been working on this. This was part of a Stitch Mania 2 years ago, so I pulled this back out since I'd finished my other berry, Sunshine Berry. And I started stitching the halos, and that's as much as I got done. So I put that one away, and then I pulled out a kit, Bent Creek, Easter surprise, and it already had all of the floss. I got it from a friend, so I pulled that out. And that's as much as I got done. So I have one rabbit started. Then I pulled out another kit. Tiny Modernist. Pulled this out to hopefully spark my interest. I got a little bit further on this one. Here's my start. Love the fabric though. And the fabric, actually, I thought would be perfect for, this was part of haul, I'm not sure if I showed this last time or not. I may not have had it yet. This was a new pattern that I had picked up, and I have it fully kitted, and I have been through my entire stash multiple times trying to find the perfect fabric for this, and I can't. It's killing me. So when I saw this, I thought that might be perfect. So I ordered a piece off of eBay. Still don't like it. So I don't know what I'm doing for the mermaid, but there's my unicorn. So that's what, the third project I worked on. Still couldn't find anything to interest me. So I started an ink circles pattern. This is Rosetta, and I am stitching it on a 28 count opal, just plain white, opal even weave, and I'm stitching it with all floss from Mo's sale. So this is the border. This color, and then each little Rosetta, there's 12 of them, is a different bright color, and each of these only has 2 colors in it. I wanted to kind of keep it colorful but simple at the same time, so I picked colors that only had 2 in each skein. There's 3 more. And then my start, something to put behind here. Woo! Floss everywhere. Yeah, I don't care about the chart because realistically, you're not going to get anything from that. So here's my start. Top corner, top left corner. I'm really happy with that. I think it's going to be really cool when it's done. But it's also going to be massive, so it's not getting done anytime soon. I mean, what are we looking at? Like maybe 12 years out? I don't know. Excuse the rustle. Okay, so that held my interest for a couple days. Then I realized that I needed to start my Stiach, which yesterday would have been the week 3 release, and I am still only on week 1, and it's not done. But it's started, and I'm just doing it on antique white even weave. So Stiach is started. I have all of the colors for it. My project bag for it is a Hobby Lobby plastic bag. And then I realized that the small I had stitched for one of my Halloween exchanges, I wasn't really happy with it, so I started a new one, because that's what we do a month from when it's supposed to be mailed. So I pulled this out, and it's only 3 colors, and I'm using silks from my stash. Here's my start. And this was a piece of scrap linen that I had. It was a hand dyed by Stephanie. I do not recall the name of it. Maybe Storm? I'm not sure. But I thought that was nice and spooky for that tree and moon. And I kind of put it where it is because the moon is going to go like here. So I thought the lighter part might look kind of like the glow from the moon, and the tree will be, tree will be here, so it'll cover up some of that white. I don't know, we'll see. And then I pulled out an old one, not last night, night before last. I was looking for something, nothing was catching my eye. I went behind my chair in my bags and found my Maleficent that I started a while ago, and she had been like half done, and over the last 2 days I've gotten a lot further. I freaking love her, and I've sent pictures to my coworker, the one I'm stitching it for, and she's just in love. So when I picked it back up, this here is the halfway line. So I have already gotten all of this, the hand, all of this, all of her staff, and this done. And this is the bottom of the pattern. So, and this stays open, that's just where her arm is. So I have to fill in this, and this is the side of the pattern, that's the end, the cutoff there. So all I have to do is fill this in and this. And then I'll have to go back and do the back stitching and the half cross stitches in the background that make that watercolor effect. So I am super excited for this. I'm actually going to see if I can finish this in a week. Tomorrow I have off of work for Labor Day. So I've got, I can stay up late tonight. I can do some stitching tomorrow. And then I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday morning I take off for quilt retreat. And I'm thinking between my day off and then the evenings and then quilt retreat, I should be able to finish this. And I'm super excited. I'm also going to take a lot of my finished smalls and do some FFOing while I'm at retreat. I'm going to take my sewing machine this year, which I've never taken my sewing machine to quilt retreat because I've always been the cross stitcher. But I'm going to take my machine, I'm going to help my mom with a couple of charity quilts, and I'm going to try to get downstairs. I've got some fabric paired up with the pieces that I want to make pillows out of. I'm going to try to get everything ironed and cut before I go so that when I get to retreat, all I have to do is pin stuff together, run it through the machine, flip them, stuff them, and do the hand sewing. we'll see if that happens. I mean, it's already 3 o'clock today, Sunday. I don't know what happened the whole morning, but, well, I know what happened to part of it. Ellery wanted to diamond paint, so I finished one of my old diamond paintings. Super pretty. So, you know, now that can go in the drawer underneath my bed, where everything that's finished goes to live before I FFO it. So that's everything for whips. I'm gonna kind of show some plans too. Not anytime soon plans, but when I went through that I don't know what to stitch dilemma, I went in the basement and pulled out a few things. You saw that I have that kitted. I'm not planning on starting that anytime soon. But I went to Joann's and got all the fabric for this. This was a gift from a friend. So I got all the floss. I got all the floss, and this is the fabric I'm going to stitch it on. So I have that kitted up. Not necessarily planning on stitching that anytime soon. And then I pulled out some pieces from my cabinet, and these are just 5 different things that are kitted, ready to go. And actually, I really should do this one soon because I have the frame for it already, and I already cut the mat board for it. So like, I'm way ahead of the game on that. And I'm gonna stitch it on, this is a 40 count, but I can't remember what it's called, so don't ask. So yeah, I could maybe finish him for Christmas, right? You'd think? Christmas in 2 years. I found this one in the stash. Kitted up, ready to go. It's just DMC. And there's not that many colors either. There's only like 7. 8. I pulled out another one. I'm not going to even take this one out because it's clear. Pulled out another one of the hearts with the 10 count fabric and all the fancy fibers. So this is Dragonflies. Those colors are gorgeous. I might take this one to retreat because those go pretty quick for retreat. I had this kitted for a long time. Well, not really kitted because, I mean, it's all one color. So, as much as you can kit it. But this is the fabric that I have for it. And I think I got this on, like, Stash Unload at one point. This is Sunny Dye's fabric. And it's really good for Halloween. So I gotta find best placement because this is a fat quarter. So I gotta figure out where I want to put this. And that side is showing up really dark. But I could flip it over and do this side, and it's a lot lighter. So I'll probably stitch on this side to get that brown and green. But I have to do some figuring. This is a 28 count. I might even stitch just the witch and not the words. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some math. It's 114 by 87 stitches, so we'll see. I've had that kitted up for a couple of years now. And I brought it upstairs because it is all black, so I have a chocolate candy bar here, and I'm gonna eat it. My kids left with my husband. I can eat chocolate when they're not around, begging me for it. And then a Lizzie Kate. This is what it'll end up looking like. This is from a couple of years ago. I'm not sure. 2016 maybe? No. God, it might be 2016. And I have the floss and button packs. And it is stitched on, or I'm stitching it on, Legacy. I think that's what it actually called for too. Because I think when this one came out, I just got the whole kit and caboodle from Moe's. So I do have these pulled upstairs. They're all kitted, ready to go, if I need something to draw my attention back to stitching again. But what I should really do is just go through all my whips. We'll see. Excuse me. Okay, so I got a Stitchy gift in the mail. This was a little gift. Oh man. This little tin. It says art supplies. And there's some charms and a jingle bell. It's Christmas themed beads. So I can make myself a scissor fob. And this is all it was an exchange. I did a custom order for it. And then these buttons. Those would be really good for a Biscorno. And a piece of gold fabric. Prairie Schooler. And this thing is so cute. Look at this little needle minder. Cute. So thank you. I got my own order from Agnes. Let me get her card out for you. Agnes Little Minders, oops. Agnes Little Minders on Etsy. She's overseas, but I actually got these really quick. I was pleasantly surprised. So, here's the first one. Look at the little baby dragon. And here's the second one. Gorgeous. Look at all the bling. I actually won a minder of hers at the Michigan Stitchers Retreat last year. Oh my gosh. So pretty. So pretty. I got this needle minder in the mail just the other day. I'm going to take it out of the package. I got this on eBay. It was something that I had looked at, and I think I like watched it, and then all of a sudden I got an email that was like, you have an offer, and it was like an offer to buy it at a discount or something, and okay, because why not? Isn't it pretty? Sparkles. I like it. It's a good size too. I got a acrylic minder from Clay by Kim. Got that, I think, like right after my last video. That's it for minders. You know, the way I acquire haul, you'd think I could never have a stitchy bug disappear. Oh, sale. There. That's better. Cottons and a couple of silks. Wow, itchy nose. And actually, yesterday on Mo's Facebook group, she had grab bags for her Saturday listings. A couple more silks. She had cotton, this silk, and different kind of silk grab bags. Good prices. This was actually, I liked most of them this week, apparently, a couple weeks ago when she posted these. Saw some softer, muted colors. Showing up pretty good. Trish at 3 Owl Threads. I am part of her nest egg, and I switched my nest egg over to Sulky Petites. So this is the second month that I have gotten. I'm trying to get these all lined up so they lay nice. So here's my package, and they were all solids this month. So there's deep chartreuse, deep ecru, deep Nassau blue, deep purple, dewberry, dark avocado, dark brown, dark burgundy, dark chestnut, dark ecru. So we're in the D's. And then she also had a couple packs of like prepackaged 6-packs of popular colors. And these are all blendables. These are all the multiple colors. So I picked that up, both of them up. I love this one and this one. I gotta do something with those. Cool. Not Mo. Hand dyed by Rolanda. I picked up a limited edition Halloween silk pack. I do think these are like the same colors as her cotton packs from last year. So I got the silk one this year. I'm super excited. Her holiday packs are awesome. And then I picked up just another silk color. And then she had, oh, she even enclosed something, little gift. I didn't see that. Excuse the crinkle. Okay, so I've seen these before, and now Rolanda has some available. These are bead trays. So you can put all of your beads in, you know, different little compartments. They have 3 super strong magnets and the acrylic cover. Ow! I just pinched myself. Yeah, that thing sticks good. Ah, dang. So yeah, you don't have to worry about your beads falling out. And I guess that'll be my proof for you today. And then look, she sent me this little wooden carrot. And put it in there so it doesn't get lost. So yeah, super cool. Anytime you're working on a beading project, that'll come in handy. More trash. I can get rid of that. And I couldn't shop with Rolanda without getting fabric. So I got a 28 count linen, and this is a fat quarter. Really pretty purple. I'm not going to open it up all the way. .28 count Quaker cloth, and this is a fat 1/8. Nice neutral. This is a 32 count linen in a fat 1/8. Really pretty. Pretty. 36 count linen fat 1/8, and it's a very soft minty green. It's not really showing very well at all. it's not going to. But take my word for it. It's a pretty pastel minty green. Maybe if I hold it up with the other ones. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. I picked these two up on eBay. I mentioned that Picture This Plus Mesa, the peachy color that I thought I would use for the mermaid. And I don't like it, so I'll use it for something else. I mean, I like the fabric. I didn't like the floss toss I did. I don't know what I'm going to do for that mermaid. I thought this would be perfect. It was just a muted version of the model stitch. Much muted. It's a pile stitches, and this is actually a opal. Didn't like the floss toss on that. At one point I got green. I ordered a green from Orlando that I thought it would work on. And it didn't. And I don't know where that fabric went. These were from Stash Unload. Nope, not Stash Unload. This was from Just Add Needles. Seraphim hand-dyed fabric. This is a 28 count linen in a blue gray. Great modeling on that. And this is a 32 count linen, and this is just a one-of-a-kind dye job. Here's the other half. Love it. Love it, love it. More trash. And I picked up 4 pieces at work the other night. I got one of them in a fat quarter and the rest of them in fat 8s. These were new colors this year. This is Mediterranean. Had to have come from Witchelt. This is Bloody Mary. This one is Tuscan Sun. These are all 28 counts that I picked up. I really like this. I don't know what I will put on it, but I do like it. And then this is Venetian Stone. Really good neutral. And then I picked up this cool little notion on, I got mine on Amazon, but I had seen the Silver Needle post them. The Silver Needle had smaller versions. I don't know how big they were, but I bought a big version on Amazon. And this is just to, it's a silicone, I mean, you can see that this is all separated. It's to hold, you know, your scissors, little tools, you just stick them in. So I'm gonna give it a try. I ordered this on Amazon as well because I bought a bead holder and need a bead project. We'll go with that. Pretty Lily. It's not that big. It's not a canvas. I mean, this is a fabric. It's really, it'll be interesting. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get it on a hoop, or not a hoop, but a I think it's too small for a Q-snap. I'm not doing it by hand, in hand. It's too. Maybe I'll have to get like the stretcher bars for this. And then speaking of bead projects, I got this on eBay. I won this. So it is a kit to do a, it's that peyote beaded cuff bracelet stuff. because, you know, like I just said, I need another hobby. So this is what it ends up looking like. And I don't think I'm gonna finish it into a cuff. I don't know if I would wear it. It might be too wide for me. But it came with all of the Delica beads. So we'll give it a go. I don't know when. All right, last part of haul. Had to get that. This is an older Mill Hill kit. 1992. This is my third Fern Ridge Collection scissor fob kit. I only get them on Stash and Load, and this one was a really good price. Pulled it out the other day to see if I could start it. Clueless. Same stitch as that beaded cuff. I might have to go to our local bead shop, and I mean, I know I can figure this out watching YouTube videos and reading instructions, but it might be faster to go to our local bead shop and have them kind of run through it with me. This was the next in this series, and I get that automatically from Trish at 3 Owl Threads. This might be the first one I stitch. I'm really digging those colors for some reason. Actually, that might look good on this new Venetian stone. I don't know. Okay, so this one, I got it on eBay, and this is a classic example of read the listing. I didn't. I saw the pattern, the picture of the pattern, and I bid because I wanted it. This is the one that it was. I love the Pretty Kitties. So I bid, and then I got outbid, so I bid higher. I ended up paying, like, it wasn't more than $10 for the, I think it was $8 that I ended up getting the pattern for, and then shipping, it was $10. Okay, that's fine, but it ended up being, I mean, it's a magazine page, and also, whatever, I mean, it has four different ornaments. I mean, that's one of them. Super cute. And then here's the other two. But I would not have, oh, sorry. This one. I wouldn't have paid $10 for 2 magazine pages. Read all the words. That's all. So now, since I paid $10 for it, I have to stitch all 4 because otherwise I'm just going to be angry. And I'm not even going to check to see if I own the magazines because that'll just make me angry too. I got the inner ear itch going on. I think the weather is really screwing with everybody's allergies and sinuses here. Ethan wakes up sneezing every morning. Okay, so I pre-ordered this on Amazon. Good thing I double-checked before I ordered it a second time, because I almost did. This ended up being, it was only $10, I think. And there's a couple things I like about this book. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 patterns. And that's the basics of stitching, blah, blah. So what I liked is they did a little write-up about each princess. I thought that was kind of cool. And then, yeah, you can't sneak this pattern. So this is the aerial picture. I mean, God, this is going to be huge. How much? This is 1, roughly 100 by 170. And then each, so there's actually 22 patterns, because each princess also then has like the song that goes with them from their movie, and there's a chart for that. So it's pretty cool. There's Aurora. I don't know if this is cutting out the charts or not, but like I said, that's so small you're not going to be able to read it. There's Belle. Cinderella, as Ellery says. I like Jasmine. I love that, the effect, you know, that gauzy effect. Merida. Merida is one of my favorites. For sure. And Mulan is one of my other favorites. Definitely have to see that movie, the live action one, when that comes out. I think it comes out May of 2020. Pocahontas. Ellery's favorite. Rapunzel. And Snow White. And that's it. No, it's not. Tiana. Tiana is the last one. So that is the Disney Princess Cross Stitch book. Like I said, I got that on Amazon, and that just came out. I got my next issue of The World of Cross Stitching. Holy crap, I have 2 issues of The World of Cross Stitching here. Did I show you one of them? I haven't gotten 2 in the mail since, I don't know. I have 2 issues of The World of Cross Stitching and the freebies that came with them. I'm not doing flip throughs this time. This was on, it must have been like on back order from when I ordered on Sandra's Stitch Stash when she had the Stony Creek 40% off. Because this came by itself. I don't know who I ordered it from. This may have been ABC Stitchery. I don't know. It's horrible. It's horrible. This was the only Biscornu I'd missed in the series so far. Next part of this one, which I also ordered a big piece of black 28 count Lugana on 123 Stitch on Friday, Thursday or Friday, so I can get this one started. Got the first 2 from this series. Oh, holy crap. Oh, that goes on the top of the drum. Okay, I was like, oh, there's a pattern on the back too. You could use it for a Biscornu too. So I got those 2. Robaris. Tiny Modernist. This is an older one. I wonder if it has the year. 2014. Love Michigan. This would be another good one for in hand because it's big chunks of the same colors. And then this chart I had seen, And I think I'm gonna stitch for the, I think I'm gonna stitch it for the gal that I adopted the cats from, the organization, the foster mom for that organization. I thought that was really cool. So. And then I shopped on, I think it's Mary Jane's cross stitch. I don't know what the website was, but I think it's a going out of business. So everything's 50% off. And some of them were already on sale, and then 50% off of that. A witch and her cat. Trick or treat. Crows, pumpkins, harvest. I really like that. And I think I might stitch them as 3 individual pieces and do them as pillows. Ooh, I bet. I don't know. It could work on that new blue. Another berry to add to my collection. This is the Eden berry. Cinderella. Andromeda. I've liked this one since it came out. I just have never picked it up. So I finally did because it was half price. I really like that. This is all done in sampler threads, but they do have the DMC conversion too. And it came with the beads. And get this out of the way. Drawn thread. Halloween jumbo. And it came with the silk pack. And it was dirt cheap. So all I have to do is get some fabric for this one. And it says trick or treat. That's it. That's everything. I don't want to go put it away now. Does somebody want to come do that for me? Let's see. What has been going on in life in 3 weeks? Ethan started school, and we actually ran into a bit of a trouble with before school. Last year, Brian put Ethan on the bus and then went to work, and I took Ellery to daycare. This year, the school bus was going to be our neighborhood would be the last to get picked up because the school is only 1.3 miles down the road. So they weren't going to get picked up until 8:41, and we can't stay home that long in the morning. So we ended up getting Ethan into the before school program, same one he does after school too. So Brian drops him off there. I'm taking Ellery to daycare. And then he does the after school program as well. Technically, I could be home before the bus. I get out of work at 4:30. I could be home around 4:45. The bus doesn't come until 5 o'clock. We are also the last neighborhood dropped off. I figured it was worth paying $8 a day for him to play with kids for 40 minutes instead of him sitting on a bus for an hour. So we did that. And now he's mad at us because he doesn't get to ride a bus. So it's really kind of lose-lose. I've been very pleasantly surprised with how he's done with the transition. Last year he was in a school with only kindergartners. They had 400 kindergartners in one school because somebody is stupid. So this year he's had to go to a brand new school, and it is 1st grade through 6th grade. And there's like 5 classes of each grade. It's crazy. Next year, it'll be broken down, and kindergarten will be worked back into the elementary schools, and Ellery will be in the same school as Ethan. It'll be K through 4. So the district's doing some rearranging. I have already talked to his teacher and the gals at Adventure Club. They said that he's doing great. He's very social, and at Adventure Club, he apparently tries and wants to hang out with the older kids, like 4th, 5th, 6th grade boys. So, and the gals have, kept an extra eye on that, and it seems like the older kids are being fine with him so far. But it really kind of surprised me. He's a very sensitive and cautious child, and it was a little bit rough when we started school last year. So I didn't know what to expect this year. I knew he had said he wanted to go back to school. I knew he was a little bit nervous because it's not the same teacher in the same class. But he ended up with 2 kids from his old class in his new class this year. So he knows them, and he knew a couple kids at Adventure Club already. So he has had no problem adjusting, and I couldn't be happier. Ellery seems to have adjusted very quickly to going to daycare without him since he went all summer. She is now the oldest at daycare. So poor daycare has a lot of young ones right now. So Ellery's the big kid, and is helping keep the little kids in line. Let's see. Work is work. Same old there. I do have a stitching retreat coming up this weekend. I mentioned that before. That's the one through Mo's Needle and Thread, the shop that I work at. And Mo is actually in the process. There's a retreat center not far from the shop. That it's a very small retreat center. So we're gonna kind of do some surveying, get the word out, see if there would be enough interest to do a small cross-stitch only retreat through the shop at this semi-local retreat center. And that would be in the spring. So that may be what I'm working on this winter some, helping with that. I have one other retreat left this year after Mo's. In October, I have the Michigan Stitchers retreat, and that's the one that's like literally right down the road from my house. But I'll still be staying in the hotel. I'm actually going to be rooming with Trish. I finally booked our hotel room because, procrastinate. And I'm looking forward to that one too. That one's got a lot. It's a great group of people. Last year it was 40. This year it's 50. So it's a smaller group. It's nice. Brian's been working. He's had a lot of changes where he's working. A lot of management has moved up / retired / found better jobs, like higher positions in other companies. So there's been a lot of change going on for him, but so far everything's been fine in his area, so that's good. I can't think of anything else. The big thing was school starting. We're still struggling in the mornings to get back on that schedule. I mean, I'm still getting to work on time, but it's cutting it a lot closer than I would prefer. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna go put all of this away, decide if I want to take the ironing board downstairs tonight to get those pieces cut and ready, or if I want to go sit my butt in a chair and cross stitch on Maleficent some more. I should probably at least haul this downstairs first. Ugh. All right, take it easy, guys. I hope you've had a good... Oh, giveaway winners. You've both been in contact with me. I apologize. I have your packs, not in a package yet. So I have them. They'll go out soon. I'm hoping before I go on my retreat this week. I have an Etsy order that has to go out anyway, so I have to hit the post office. So I will try to get those in the mail before the weekend. That's about it. I do have some scissor fobs on my Instagram page right now. You'll have to check and go back a few days, but there are a lot still available. And maybe at retreat I'll also work on posting some of those to Etsy, because I haven't done an upload to Etsy in quite a while. I think that's it for real this time. So happy stitching, happy stashing. I hope you guys are buying just as much as I am. Yeah, take it. Oh, whips. I started another diamond painting. I forgot that, sorry. Oh good, and I dropped some trash. So I pulled out one of my diamond art kits this morning after I finished that one. And this is the smaller of the two patterns that I got, or kits that I got. So I have started on the edge here. And I totally understand now why the cost is more through Diamond Art Club. This canvas is amazing. Super flexible and soft, and there's no wrinkle. The glue is amazing. There's no glue like bubbles. There's actually like a shimmer in the canvas, and it's not going to show up on camera. But there is a shimmer in the canvas, and like behind the colors too, and it's not showing up. It looks like a really, really fine, you know, glittery shimmer. So I think that'll be really nice for when this is all done, the little bits that, because I got the round diamonds, so the little bits that show through there. That's going to be awesome. Now I'm really done, I promise. So I'm going to go plug in my iPad because it's going to die and get it charged and upload this video and not take 4 weeks to do one again. Hopefully I'll do one right after retreat with lots of FFOs. Have a good weekend, guys.